So Gen X won't let you sit at the big kid table, and you're like, I definitely don't want to hang out with the millennials. Where do I fall in? Welcome to the Zennials. Yeah, it's a real thing. A subcategory, I guess that counts. It's like a little bridge to Terabithia between old school and new school. You're definitely the guy that everybody wants on the trivia team because somehow you know the answers to everything. Because even though you may have not lived it, you were still there for it. What 90s grunge anthem included the line, "Here we are now, entertain us"? If you automatically said "Smells Like Teen Spirit," Nirvana, welcome to the club. But if you were scratching your head and said Moulin Rouge, get out. You're not welcome here anymore. You may have not known Johnny Depp off of 21 Jump Street, but you definitely knew him from Edward Scissorhands. Cool Keaton was your Batman, even though you had all of the collector's mugs with George Clooney's face on them. Ended up having to watch Frasier, Scrubs, and Seinfeld. MTV still played music, but you were there for Teen Mom. Mike Mizanin was still on the Real World Road Rules Challenge. Johnny Bananas was still young. You remember when American Idol had two co-hosts, not just Ryan Seacrest. Sure, you played dodgeball and lawn darts, skip it, and you rode your bike, but you also had a Furby. You remember Nolan Ryan, Sammy Sosa, and Mark McGuire. But you also understand who LeBron James is. Probably have a burnt CD with Coolio's Gangster Paradise on it. Your childhood was filled with Jim Carrey and Robin Williams. And David Arquette was out there teaching all of us how to make collect calls. Macho Man or Ultimate Warrior is still your favorite wrestler, even though by the time you were in high school, you were crotch chopping with DX and throwing birds with Stone Cold. Zennials are the kings and queens of trivia because we were there, but we're kind of like a walking Mandela effect. A lot like that Sinbad Genie movie. Nobody wants to admit we exist. We're too young to be Gen X, but too old to be millennial. We're kind of our own little 5-year generation of subcategory. Princess Bride, The Goonies, Sandlot. We knew James Earl Jones before Lion King. We knew Star Wars before The Phantom Menace came out. But we still totally played Lego Star Wars. So you may not be Gen X, and that's okay, because you really are the Oregon Trail generation. You're just the few survivors that made it past Fort Jackson. The predictions on your cootie catcher was wrong. You still played MASH. You just got to have a little bit more fun with it because you actually had a MySpace. Kind of like Gen X Light. All the hardships, a lot less trauma.